Here are the top 5 reasons to get excited for the return of Diablo. Much has been said by Blizzard about the darker tone shift after many were displeased about the brighter color palette from Diablo 3. Making Diablo 4 darker brings the game closer to the series' roots. It's much more than a visual change as well. Thematically, within the first hour or so, there are a few cutscenes that depict some sinister events that are fairly disturbing, and this tone shift across the board could be the realignment that the series needs. One of the earliest features that Blizzard showed with Diablo 4 was the ability to traverse the environment much better, including going up and down cliffs, etc. And what I didn't expect was how much more immersive this would make the world feel. Although the traversal isn't quite on the level of something like Breath of the Wild, where you're only limited by your stamina and your imagination, there are still plenty of areas that embrace this new change. Certain areas are going to be highlighted on your map that allow you to jump over chasms, crouch into small caves, and scale cliff sides. At one point in time, Blizzard was known for their epic cutscenes almost as much as their high-quality games. They are still here at the opening of the game and throughout, as you expect, but very often during my first quest at big story beats, there would be a mix of in-engine cutscenes and CGI scenes that made the plot much more engaging, and this is a step above what has become the norm with most of the major story beats in Diablo to be told with 2 stationary characters on screen having lengthy discussions, which would not hold attention, although it is still here in limited form. It could be that the plot is more interesting this time around, but it's likely a combination that will lead to a more engaging story. If there is one common theme noticeable in the Diablo IV Beta, it was the increase in immersion. The attention to detail on many things around the world created something that felt alive. Moonlight bouncing off the frozen wagon tracks in the snow, the way their lantern shadows danced in the evening wind, all the way down to how your skills visually evolve as your character gets stronger. The attention to detail on the audio was amazing across the board, from the transition of your footsteps from snow to path to stone, all sounding very unique, all the way down to how heavy and grand your attacks sound. Arrows tear through the wind and spells sound otherworldly, but it was the score that captured my attention. Playing Diablo 4 felt like I was watching a horror movie. The orchestral score gave me a constant sense of unease and tension by using things like minor keys, close intervals, and multiple chords at once. Horror music is hard to define, but you know it when you hear it, and when you combine this amazing new score along with the dark tonal shift of the plot and visuals, it creates an amazing package. Overall, most of the changes made to the Diablo formula are small, but sometimes a lot of little things make a big difference. There are open world elements that feel reminiscent of Destiny, but they don't disrupt what makes Diablo work. There are still plenty of unanswered questions, including how the game is going to be monetized deeply and what the endgame is going to look like, but if the beta is any indication, there is still plenty of fun to be had with Diablo.